Uh-huh.
Hey guys, Critical Redemption here with another retro video game review. This time I'll be reviewing Banjo Kazooie for the original N64 and re-release for the Xbox Live Arcade. It first was released June 29th of 1998 in North America and on July 17th, 1998 in Europe. Then later it was re-released on December 2008, December 3rd. So let's get into this plot and the story of this game, guys. I'm going to explain it to you really quick and simple. The game is set off in Spiral Mountain. Banjo Kazooie follows the story basically of a brown honey bear and Kazooie, a red female bird who is always kept in Banjo's backpack. I bet that really gets annoying. Alright, so the game begins with a full-tempered witch named Grantilda. She learns from her cauldron that she is not the most beautiful girl of all, the honor of which goes instead of a bear named Tootie, who is Banjo's sister, and she's basically prettier than the witch, Grantilda. Grantilda creates a machine which can transfer a person's level of beauty to another, which she intends to use with Tootie. She then abducts Tootie from Banjo's house while he's sleeping, lazy-ass bear. In response to kidnapping, Kazooie wakes Banjo up, and the two set out to rescue her, and that's when the adventure starts. Banjo and Kazooie learn from their friend Bottles the Mole, who is later on your guide and teaches you all the moves, that Tootie was captured by Grantilda and suggests that they need some training to collect musical notes and jigsaw pieces to progress throughout Grantilda's lair. By the time most of the musical notes and jigsaw pieces are gathered, Banjo and Kazooie face Grantilda in a trivia game show named Granty's Furnace Fun, and that's all I will say. Basically, you have to get your sister back, get all the jiggies, and get all the notes to progress through the level and the game. I want to talk about the gameplay now. Banjo Kazooie is a single-player platformer in which the player controls Banjo Kazooie. Obviously, the game is split into 9 open levels where the player must gather musical notes and jigsaw pieces, or as they call it, jiggies, in order to progress. Players transit from one level to another through Grantilda's lair. It's her mountain of doom, which acts as the game's central overworld. Jiggies allow the player to complete jigsaw puzzles, which open doors to new levels. You have to collect the jiggies from doing things for characters, and you'll meet a lot of characters in this game, guys. While musical notes grant players access to intersections of the overworld, like example, Super Mario 64. The gameplay is designed in a way that it's very non-linear, since players are not forced to collect all the jiggies and all the musical notes. One of a particular level is to proceed to the next one. It is also possible to skip certain levels as long as the player has enough of these items to reach a further one. So if you have less than what the door is worth, you might be able to open it. Each level is composed of a number of challenges that include solving puzzles, jumping over obstacles, gathering objects, and defeating opponents. The game also features the The game also features elements of action-adventure games, platformer. It's a huge platformer, and it's identical to Super Mario 64 in a way. Players often have to speak with NPCs to figure out a way to help them. It is also possible to increase Banjo and Kazooie's energy bar by collecting extra honeycombs. Throughout the world, you'll collect honeycombs. If you collect a certain amount of honeycombs, your level goes up with your life. Banjo flying, Banjo's bird Kazooie can perform a wide range of abilities such as jumping, climbing, swimming, flying, and rolling into enemies. She's Banjo's like psychic. She lives in a backpack, but she's Banjo's psychic. Most of these moves are learned from friendly old bottles, and he'll teach you throughout the world. Some moves require specific items, so they can be executed, like the eggs that you shoot out of Kazooie's butt, you know, or her mouth. Banjo and Kazooie are occasionally aided by their friend Mumbo Jumbo, a shaman who can basically transform you into other creatures such as termites, pumpkins, bees, walrus, crocodile, ant, you name it. Any item that you're thinking in your head, he could probably transform you into. But in order to let Mumbo transform you, you have to collect his Mumbo skulls throughout the world. He'll, in his mountain or in his Mumbo lair, there's a sign up and it'll tell you how many Mumbo Jumbo pieces you need in order for the transformation to complete. Note, if you walk out of the world, Mumbo will warn you that his magic is lowering, and then as soon as you step out of the world, he'll transform you back into Banjo and Kazooie. These transformations have each of their own special features and abilities, and allow the players to previously resist attacks scattered throughout the game, allow the transformation process. The game also includes cheats that the player can unlock by collecting spell books from Gruntilda's book Cheeto. I also want to talk about the development of this game. This game was developed by the same team who developed Donkey Kong Country 2 and Diddy Kong's Quest, set back in 1995 from the Super Nintendo Entertainment System. My final thoughts of this game: I thought this game was a masterpiece. When I first played it and first heard of it, I had no idea what it was about until I finally started playing it. It was about a bear and a bird, and it reminded me so much of Super Mario 64 just because it was a platformer and collecting items and, you know, transforming, doing all this crazy stuff. And also, I love the character development in this game. You meet Bottles, which is he's the guy that teaches you everything. Then you meet Mumbo Jumbo. He's awesome. He's just funny. And then another thing, I love the jokes that crack back and forth. Kazooie's always picking on Bottles, saying that he's dumb, stupid. And just all the characters that you meet in this game. It's just so funny how they speak. They're like, it's not, they don't speak regular. They just speak in mumble, which is pretty cool. But there's still text to talk, so it could show you what they're saying. I also like the Banjo Kazooie, if you press, I think it's the L button, or yeah, the RT button on the Xbox Live, that you could get Kazooie to run, fast running with her legs, and Banjo goes in the backpack, which can get you to like places that are further much faster, instead of Banjo just running around. Another thing I actually want to talk about is the voice. Instead of actual dialogue, like I said, the characters feature mumbling voices. This choice was made to convey their personalities, which I thought it was a great idea, without them actually speaking, as Rare believed that the actual speak could ruin the player's perception of the characters. Good idea, guys. And finally, the soundtrack. The soundtrack was composed by Grant, who also did the music for GoldenEye 007. That's why the music's so great in this game. My final verdict and final call for this game would be probably a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10, guys, just because I liked the game. I enjoyed it. I had no problem with it. The only downfall I didn't like about the game was probably turning back into Banjo and Kazooie when you exited the world. I liked some of the characters that you transform into, or the creatures. But, you know, that's a minor issue, and I actually really love this game. Right now, I'm just going to leave you guys off with some gameplay footage that I actually put together for you guys. It's kind of like a trailer at the very end, and then my final verdict. Note, everyone, all the video game reviews I've done so far are all retro. I will be doing new reviews soon. I just wanted to keep a little retro on my channel for right now. So hopefully you guys are enjoying my retro video game reviews, and if you guys have any requests, please feel free to comment, message me, and also subscribe to me. I'd really appreciate it. I'm new to the gaming world, and as well as reviewing, so hopefully you guys like this, and I'll leave you off with some footage here that I made. Enjoy, guys. Final verdict is a 10 out of 10. Outstanding game. This is Critical Redemption with another video game review. Talk to you guys later. Happy gaming. Duh-huh.